This is Dr. West. Welcome to the Bible Answer Man, and hoping that this question might be a blessing to you.
Question: did Jesus function as God while on earth? Well, we had a question very similar to this not too long ago. Well, Jesus was always God. He was God while he was on earth. He just said the Word was made flesh. We believe in a God of three persons, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, yet there's one God. Jesus was the Word before he became flesh. And he says, and the flesh dwelt among us. So the Word was made flesh. Jesus was the Word made flesh. That's John chapter 1, verse 1, verse 1 and verse 14 of John chapter 1. In Philippians chapter 2, verse 7, he said, he made himself of no reputation and took upon himself the form of a servant and was made in the likeness of men. And verse 8 says, and being found in fashion, that would be appearance as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. Now, when I said he made himself of no reputation, reputation means, he neutralized himself. We get the word neuter from that. Like you neuter an animal, they can no longer produce another animal. Well, it talks about that he made himself of no reputation. He neutralized himself. He did not utilize his own Godhead abilities while he was on earth, or to take that positive effect and render them for neutral. That's what it means to neutralize, or to take that which has positive effect and render it for neutral. But the root word of that means to empty. Now we have a word that comes from the Greek. It's called kenosis. In other words, it means he emptied himself. He didn't stop being God, and I don't believe that he wasn't aware, of course, that he was God. He knew that he was God, but he just chose at times not to know. In other words, when the woman touched him, he said, "Who touched me?" Yet he chose not to know who touched him. He chose to go to the Father for his source. He chose to pray through the Holy Spirit to the Father for his answers and for his daily nourishment. When he was hungry and was thirsting, he went to God for that substance. And in John chapter 5, verse 19, Jesus is speaking. He says, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. In other words, parenthetically, that's what he's going to do. So did he function as God while he was on earth? Yes and no. Maybe that'll help you some. It kind of gets into deep doctrine and theology, but it's not insurmountable in its understanding.